Hi guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to read Jeremiah 26 to 32, Proverbs 12, and Psalm 48. Let's get started. In the beginning of the reign of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, his word came from the Lord. Thus says the Lord, stand in the court of the Lord's house, and speak to all the cities of Judah that come to worship in the house of the Lord. All the words that I command you to speak to. Do not hold back a word. It may be they will listen, and everyone turn from his evil way. I may relent of the disaster that I intend to do to them because of their evil deeds. He shall say to them, thus says the Lord, if you will not listen to me, to walk in my law that I set before you, and to listen to the words of my servants the prophets whom I sent to you urgently, though you have not listened, then I'll make this house like Sheol, and I'll make the sea a curse for all the nations of the earth. The priests and the prophets and all the people heard Jeremiah speaking these words in the house of the Lord. When Jeremiah had finished speaking all that the Lord had commanded him to speak to all the people, and the priests and the prophets and all the people laid hold of him, saying, You shall die. Why have you prophesied in the name of the Lord, saying, This house shall be like Sheol, and this city shall be desolate, without inhabitant? And all the people gathered around Jeremiah in the house of the Lord. And the officials of Judah heard these things. They came from the king's house to the house of the Lord, took their seat in the entry of the new gate of the house of the Lord. And the priests and the prophets said to the officials and to all the people, This man deserves the sentence of death, as he has prophesied against the city, as you have heard with your own ears. And Jeremiah spoke to all the officials and all the people, saying, The Lord sent me to prophesy against this house and this city all the words you have heard. And therefore mend your ways and your deeds, and obey the voice of the Lord your God, and the Lord will relent of the disaster he has pronounced against you. And as for you, behold, I am in your hand. Do with me as seems good and right to you. And I know for certain that if you put me to death, you will bring instant blood upon yourselves, and upon the sea and its inhabitants. For in truth the Lord sent me to speak to you all these words in your ears. And the officials and all the people said to the priests and the prophets, This man does not deserve the sentence of death, but he has spoken to us in the name of the Lord our God. And suddenly the elders of the land arose and spoke to all the assembled people, saying, Micah and Morsheth prophesied in the days of Hezekiah king of Judah, and said to all the people of Judah, Thus says the Lord of hosts, Zion shall be plighted as a deal, Jerusalem shall become a heap of woods, and the mountains of the house will be high. And Hezekiah king of Judah and all Judah put him to death. And he not feared the Lord and treat the faith of the Lord, and did not the Lord relent of the disaster that he had pronounced against him. We are about to bring great disaster upon us. And there was another man who prophesied in the name of the Lord, Uriah the son of Shimei from the king of Judah. He prophesied against the city and against this land in words like those of Jeremiah. And King Jehoiakim heard the words wise and what the officials had in his word, the king sought to put him to death. When Uriah heard of it, he was afraid and fled and escaped to Egypt. And King Jehoiakim sent to Egypt 7 men, bearing Nathan the son of Akbor and others with him. And he took Uriah from Egypt and brought him to King Jehoiakim and struck him down with his sword and jumped his dead body into the burial place of the common people. At the hand of Ahikam the son of Shaphan was with Jeremiah, so he was not given over to the people to be put to death. In the beginning of the reign of Zedekiah the son of Josiah king of Judah, his word came to Jeremiah from the Lord. Thus the Lord said to me, Make yourself straps and yoke belts, put them on your neck, send word to the king of Edom, the king of Moab, the kings of the sons of Am, the king of Tyre, and the king of Sidon by the hand and voice who come to Jerusalem and to Zedekiah king of Judah. He has done this charge for their masters, but says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, This is what you shall say to your masters. It is I who by my great power and my ancestors have made the earth, and it's the men and the animals that are on the earth. And I'll give it to whomever it seems right to me. Now I have given all these lands into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, and I have given him the rest of the beasts of the field to serve him. All the nations shall serve him, and his son and his grandson, till the time his own land comes. Then many nations and great kings shall make him their slave. But if any nation or kingdom will not serve this Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and put its neck under the yoke of the king of Babylon, I'll punish that nation with the sword that fights Babylon, with pestilence, declares the Lord. Which I have consumed by his hand. So do not listen to your prophets, your diviners, your dreamers, your fortune tellers, or your sorcerers, who are saying to you, You shall serve the king of Babylon. For it is a lie that they are prophesying to you. It's the result that you will be unreal from your land, and I'll drive you out, and you'll perish. Any nation that will bring its neck under the yoke of the king of Babylon, said, and will leave on its own land. So I can dwell there, declares the Lord. Zedekiah king of Judah, I spoke in like man. Many of you necks under the yoke of the king of Babylon, and serve him and his people in them. Why will you and your people die by famine, by pestilence? As the Lord has spoken concerning any nation that will not serve the king of Babylon. Do not listen to the words of the prophets who are saying to you, You shall not serve the king of Babylon, for it is a lie that they are prophesying to you. I have not sent them, declares the Lord, but they are prophesying falsely in their name. With the result that I will drive you out and will perish. You and the prophets who are prophesying to you. And I say to the priests and to all the people, saying, Thus says the Lord, do not listen to the words of the prophets who are prophesying to you, saying, The vessels of my Lord's house will now shortly be brought back to Babylon. And it is a lie that they are prophesying to you. Do not listen to the serve the king of Babylon and live. Why should this city become a desolation? If they are prophets, if the word of the Lord is with them, then let them intercede with the Lord of hosts. If the vessels that are left in the house of the Lord, in the house of the king of Judah, in Jerusalem, then he not go to Babylon. And thus says the Lord host concerning the pillars of the sea, the stands, and the rest of the vessels that are left in the city, which Nebuchadnezzar the king of Babylon did not take away. And he took it to exile from Jerusalem to Babylon, and Jeconiah the son of Jehoiakim, and all the nobles of Judah and Jerusalem. Thus says the Lord host, the God of Israel, concerning the vessels that are left in the house of the Lord, in the house of the king of Judah and Jerusalem. They shall be carried to Babylon and remain there until the day I know this, declares the Lord. Then I'll bring them back and restore them to this place. In that same year, at the beginning of the reign of Zedekiah king of Judah, in the 5th month, the 4th year, Hananiah the son of Azariah, the prophet from Gibeon, spoke to me in the house of the Lord, in the presence of the priests and all the people, saying, Thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, I have broken the yoke of the king of Babylon. Within 2 years I'll bring back to this place all the vessels of the Lord's house, which Nebuchadnezzar the king of Babylon took away from this place and carried to Babylon. And I will also bring back to this place Jeconiah the son of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, and all the exiles from Judah who went to Babylon, declares the Lord. I will break the yoke of the king of Babylon. And the prophet Jeremiah spake to Hananiah the prophet in the presence of the priests and all the people who were standing in the house of the Lord. And the prophet Jeremiah said, Amen. May the Lord do so. May the Lord make the words of your prophecy come true. And we bring back to this place from Babylon the vessels of the house of the Lord, and all the echoes. Yet hear now this word that I speak in your hearing, in the hearing of all the people. The prophets who preceded you from ancient time prophesied war, famine, and pestilence against many countries and great kingdoms. As for the prophet who prophesied peace, and the word of that prophet comes to pass, and it will be known that the Lord has truly sent the prophet. And the prophet Hananiah took the yoke bars from the neck of Jeremiah the prophet and broke them. And Hananiah spake in the presence of all the people, saying, Thus says the Lord, even so will I break the yoke of Nebuchadnezzar the king of Babylon from the neck of all the nations within 2 years. Jeremiah the prophet went his way. Sometime after the prophet Hananiah had broken the yoke bars from off his neck, off the neck of Jeremiah the prophet, when the Lord came to Jeremiah, Go, tell Hananiah, thus says the Lord, you have broken wooden bars, and you have made in their place bars of iron. Thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, I have put upon the neck of all these nations an iron yoke to serve Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon, and they shall serve 5 cubits to him, even the least of the field. And Jeremiah the prophet said to the prophet Hananiah, Listen, Hananiah, the Lord has not sent you, and you have made his people trust in a lie. Therefore thus says the Lord, Now I will remove you from the face of the earth, and you shall die, because you have uttered rebellion against the Lord. And that same year in the south land the prophet Hananiah died. These are the words of the letter that Jeremiah the prophet sent from Jerusalem to the surviving elders of the exiles, and to the priests, the prophets, and all the people to whom Nebuchadnezzar had taken into exile from Jerusalem to Babylon. This was after King Jeconiah and the king of Babylon had editors, the officials of Judah and Jerusalem, the craftsmen, and the male workers had departed from Jerusalem. The letter was sent by the hand of Elisha the son of Shaphan and Gemariah the son of Hilkiah, whom Zedekiah king of Judah sent to Babylon to Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon. It said, Thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, to all the exiles whom I have sent into exile from Jerusalem to Babylon, build houses and live in them, plant gardens and eat their produce, take wives and have sons and daughters, take wives for your sons, and give your daughters in marriage, that they may bear sons and daughters. Multiply there and do not decrease, but seek the welfare of the city where I have sent you into exile, and pray to the Lord on its behalf, for in its welfare you will find your welfare. And thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, do not let your prophets and your diviners who are among you deceive you, and do not listen to the dreams that they dream, for it is a lie that they are prophsying to you in my name. I had not sent them, declares the Lord. Thus says the Lord, once in 70 years I complete him for Babylon, I'll visit you and I'll fulfill to you my promise, and bring you back to this place. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. And you'll call upon me and come and pray to me, and I'll hear you. You'll seek me and find me. And when you seek me with all your heart, I'll be found by you, declares the Lord. And I will restore your fortune and gather you from all the nations, and the place where I have driven you, declares the Lord. And I'll bring you back to the place from which I sent you into exile. Because you said, the Lord was raised up prophets for us in Babylon. Thus says the Lord concerning the king who sits on the throne of David, and concerning all the people who dwell in the city, your kinsmen who do not go out with you into exile. Thus says the Lord, behold, I am sending on them sword, famine, and pestilence, and I'll make them like veal figs that are so rotten they cannot be eaten. I'll pursue them with sword, famine, and pestilence, and I will make them hard to all the kings of the earth, to you curse a terror, hissing, and a reproach among all the nations, when I have judged them. If they do not pay attention to my words, declares the Lord, I persistently sent to you by my servants prophets, that you would not listen, declares the Lord. Hear the word of the Lord, all ye exiles whom I sent away from Jerusalem to Babylon. Thus says the Lord, hosts, the God of Israel, concerning Ahab the son of Kaleah, and Zedekiah the son of Manasseh, who are prophesying a lie to you in my name, and I will deliver them into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon. You shall strike them down before your eyes. Because of them this curse shall be used by all the exiles from Judah and Babylon. The Lord make you like Zedekiah and Ahab, whom the king of Babylon raised from the fire, because they had done outrageous things in Israel. They have committed adultery with their neighbors' wives, and they spoke in my name, lying words that I did not command them. I am the one who knows, and I am, and this declares the Lord. To Shemaiah and Nehelam you shall say, Thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, He sent letters in your name to all the people who are in Jerusalem, and to Zephaniah the son of Manasseh the priest, and to all the priests, saying, The Lord has made you priests instead of Jehovah the priest, so I charge on the house of the Lord over every madman who prophesies. pruning the stalks and necklines. Now why have you not rebuked Jeremiah of Anathoth? He was prophesied to you. Well, he is sent to us in battles, and your exile will be low. They will task the letter and plant gardens and eat their produce. And Zephaniah the priest said to read this letter and hearing it Jeremiah the prophet. And the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah, sent to all the exiles, saying, Thus says the Lord concerning Shemaiah and Nahul and his descendants. He shall not have anyone living among this people, and he shall not see the good that I will do to the people. My people declares the Lord. So he spake in rebellion against the Lord. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord. Thus says the Lord, the God of Israel, write in a book all the words that I have spoken to you. For behold, days are coming, declares the Lord, when I will restore the fortunes of my people Israel and Judah, says the Lord. And I'll bring them back to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall take possession of it. These are the words that the Lord spoke concerning Israel and Judah. Thus says the Lord, we have heard a cry of panic, a terror, and of no peace. Ask now and see, can a man bear a child? Why then do I see every man with his hands on his stomach like a woman in labor? Why has every face turned pale? Alas, the day is so great, there's none like it. This is a time of distress for Jacob, and he shall be saved out of it. And it shall come to pass in that day, declares the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off your neck, and I will burst your bonds, and foreigners shall no more make a servant of him. And they shall serve the Lord their God and David their king, whom I will raise up for them. Then fear not, O Jacob my servant, declares the Lord, ye nor be dismayed, O Israel. For behold, I will save you from far away, and I'll offspring from the land of their captivity. Jacob shall return and have quietness, and none shall make him afraid. For I am with you to save you, declares the Lord. I'll make a full end of all the nations among whom I scattered you. But of you I will not make a full end. I'll discipline you in just measure, and I will by no means leave you unpunished. Thus says the Lord, your hurt is incurable, and your wound is grievous. There is none to uphold your cause, no medicine for your wound, no healing for you. All your lovers have forgotten you, they care nothing for you. For I have dealt you the blow of an enemy, the punishment of a merciless foe. Because your guilt is great, because your sins are flagrant. Why do you cry out over your hurt? Your pain is incurable. Because your guilt is great, because your sins are flagrant. And I have done these things to you, therefore all you devour, you shall be devoured. And all your foes, every one of them, shall go into captivity. Those who plunder you shall be plundered, and all who prey on you I will make a prey. And I will restore health to you, and your wounds I will heal, declares the Lord. Because they called you an outcast, it is Zion, for whom no one cares. Thus says the Lord, behold, I will restore the fortunes of the tents of Jacob, and have compassion on its songs. Sea shall you rebuild on its mouth, and the place shall stand where it used to be. None of them shall come with the songs of thanksgiving, and the voices of those who celebrate. I'll multiply them, they shall not be few. I'll make them honor, they shall not be small. Their children shall be as they were of old. Their congregation shall be established before me. I'll punish all who oppress them. Their prince shall be one with themselves. Their rule shall come out from their midst. I'll make him join you, and he shall oppress me. For who would dare of himself to oppress me, declares the Lord. And you shall be my hero, and I will be your God. Hail the storm of the Lord, wrath is gone forth, a whirling tempest. It will burst upon the head of the wicked, the fierce anger of the Lord will not turn away, until he has executed and accomplished the intentions of his mind. In the latter days you will understand this. And at that time, declares the Lord, I will be the God of all the clans of Israel. He shall be my hero. Thus says the Lord, he who survived the sword found grace in the wilderness. When Israel sought for rest, the Lord appeared to him from far away. I have loved you with an everlasting love. Therefore I have continued my faithfulness to you. Again I will build you, and you shall be built, O virgin Israel. Again you shall adorn yourself with tambourine. You shall go forth in the dance of the merrymakers. Again you shall plant vineyards on the mountains of Samaria. The planters shall plant and shall enjoy the fruit. And there shall be a day when I watch my walk in the hill country of Ephraim arise, and let us go up to Zion to the Lord our God. And thus says the Lord, sing loud with gladness for Jacob, raise shouts of the chief of the nations, proclaim, give praise and say, O Lord, save the people, the remnant of Israel. Behold, I will bring them from the north country, that them from the farther parts of the earth. Among them the blind and the lame, and the pregnant woman, and she who is in labor together. A great company, they shall return to you. With weeping they shall come, with pleas from mercy I will lead them out. I will make them walk by brooks of water in a straight path, in which they shall not stumble. For I am a father to Israel, and Ephraim is my father. Hear the word of the Lord, and nations declare in the coastlands far away. Say, he has scattered Israel will gather him, and he will keep as a shepherd keeps his flock. The Lord has redeemed Jacob, and he has redeemed him from the hands too strong. For he shall come and sing aloud from the height of Zion. They shall be radiant over the goodness of the Lord, over the great and the mighty and the low, over the young of the flock and the herd. Their life shall be like a water garment, and they shall languish no more. Then shall the young one rejoice in the theirs, and their young men and the old shall be merry. They'll turn their learning into joy. They'll comfort and give them gladness with sorrow. And I'll feast the soul of the praise with abundance. That night her people shall be satisfied with my goodness. Personally, thus says the Lord, a voice is heard around, lamentation and bitter weeping. Rachel is weeping for a child. She refuses to be comforted for a child. Is there a name? Thus says the Lord, keep your voice from weeping, your eyes from tears. And there is a reward for your work, declares the Lord. And they shall come back from the land of their enemy. There is a hope for your future, declares the Lord. And your children shall come back to their own country. I have heard Ephraim weep. grieving. You have disciplined me, and I was disciplined. Like a man trained calf, bring me back that I may be restored. You are the Lord my God. For after I turned away, relented, and after I was instructed, I struck my thigh. I was ashamed, I was confounded, because I bore the disgrace of my youth. As Ephraim, my dear son, you see my darling child. For as often as I speak against him, I do remember him still. Therefore my heart yearns for him. I will surely have mercy on him, declares the Lord. So have road markers for yourself, to make yourself guideposts. Consider well the highway, the road by which you went, and return of Israel. Return to these your cities. How long will you wait, my faithless daughter? For the Lord has created a new thing on the earth, a woman encircles a man. Thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel. Wherefore they shall use these words in the land of Judah and cities, and restore thy fortunes. The Lord is your habitation of righteousness, the holy hill, and Lord Judah and the Lord city shall dwell there together. And the farmers and those who wander with their flocks, and I will satisfy the wearisome of every language, sing so I will recognize. And this I awoke and looked, and my sleep was pleasant to me. The days are coming, declares the Lord, and also the house of Israel and the house of Judah, with the seed of a man, with the seed of beast. And it shall come to pass that I have watched over them, to pluck up and to break down, to overthrow, to destroy, and to bring harm. So now I will watch over them, to build and to plant. And declares the Lord, in those days thou wilt no longer sin. And the children fathers have eaten sour grapes, and the children's seeds are seven edged. Everyone shall die for his own iniquity. Each man who eats sour grapes, his teeth shall be seven edged. Behold, the days are coming, declares the Lord, and I'll make a new covenant with the houses of Israel and the house of Judah, not like the covenant that I made with their fathers on the day when I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, my covenant that they broke. There I was their husband, declares the Lord, and this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, declares the Lord. I'll put my law with them, and I'll write on their hearts, and I'll be their God, and they shall be my people. And no longer shall each one teach his neighbor and each his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the least of them to the greatest, declares the Lord. And I will forgive their iniquity, I will remember their sin no more. Thus says the Lord, you give the sun for light by day, and the fixed order of the moon, and the stars for light by night. The stars of the sea so that its waves roll, the Lord of hosts is in it. If this fixed order departs from before me, declares the Lord, then shall the offspring of Israel cease from being a nation before me forever. Thus says the Lord, if the heavens above can be measured, and the foundations of the earth can be explored, and I'll cast off all the offspring of Israel for that day done, declares the Lord. Behold, the days are coming, declares the Lord, and the sea shall be rebuilt for the Lord, from the tower of Hananel to the corner gate. And the measuring line shall go out farther, straight to the hill Gera, and it shall then turn to go. The whole line of the whole valley with dead bodies and ashes, and the fields as far as the brook Kidron, to the corner of the horse gate toward the east, shall be sacred to the Lord, shall not be plucked up or overthrown any more forever. There came to Jeremiah from the Lord in the 10th year of Zedekiah, king of Judah, which was the 18th year of Nebuchadnezzar. And at that time, the army of the king of Babylon was besieging Jerusalem, and Jeremiah the prophet was shut up in the court of the God that was in the palace of the king of Judah. And Zedekiah the king of Judah had imprisoned him, saying, Why do you prophesy and says, Thus says the Lord, I am giving the city into the hand of the king of Babylon, and saying, He shall capture Zedekiah king of Judah, shall not escape by the hand of the Chaldeans. It shall surely be given into him the king of Babylon. He shall speak with him face to face until you see him eye to eye, and he shall take Zedekiah to Babylon. And to Babylon, there he shall remain to visit him. Because the Lord, though you fight against the Chaldeans, you shall not succeed. Jeremiah said, The word of the Lord came to me. Behold, Hananel the son of Shalom will come to you, and buy me field by the amethyst. The right of redemption and by purchase is yours. And Hananel my cousin said to me, came to me in the court of the God. And he consulted the word of the God and said to him, My field is at amethyst, and the right of redemption. The right possession and the right of redemption is yours. Buy for yourself. And I knew that this was the word of the Lord. And I bought the field at amethyst from Hananel the cousin, and weighed out the money to him, 17 shekels of silver. I signed the deed, sealed it, called witnesses, and weighed the money on the scales. And I took the sealed deed of purchase, containing the terms and conditions in the open copy. And I gave the deed of purchase to Baruch, son of Neriah, son of Maaseiah, in the presence of Hananel, my cousin, in the presence of the witnesses who signed the deed of purchase, in the presence of all the Judeans who were sitting in the court of the God. I charged Baruch in their presence, saying, Thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, take these deeds, both the sealed deed of purchase and this open deed, put them in the earth from so that they may last for a long time. But thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, houses and fields and vineyards shall again be bought in this land. And after I had given the deed of purchase to Baruch the son of Neriah, I prayed to the Lord, saying, Lord God, it is you who have made the heavens and the earth by your great power, and yet by your outstretched arm. Nothing is too hard for you. You showed good steadfast love to thousands, and you repaid your fathers to their children after them. O great and mighty God, whose name is the Lord of hosts, great in counsel and mighty indeed, whose eyes are open to all the ways of the judgment man, rewarding each one according to his ways and according to the fruit of his deeds. You have shown signs and wonders in the land of Egypt, and to this day in Israel and among all mankind, and have made a name for yourself, as at this day. You brought your people Israel out of the land of Egypt, with signs and wonders, with a strong hand and outstretched arm, with a great terror, and you gave them this land. They swore to their fathers to give them a land flowing with milk and honey, and they entered into possession of it. If they did not obey your voice or walk in your law, they did nothing of all you commanded them to do. Therefore you made all this disaster come upon them, and all the siege not their power into the sea to take. And because the sword of famine and pestilence the sea is given into the hands of the Chaldeans, who are fighting against it, what you speak has come to pass. And behold, you see it, yet you, Lord God, have said to me, I feel for and get witnesses, though the sea is given into the hand of the Chaldeans. The word of the Lord came to Jeremiah, behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is anything too hard for me? Therefore thus says the Lord, behold, I am giving the sea into the hand of the Chaldeans, into him Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, and he shall capture it. The Chaldeans who are fighting against the sea shall come and set the sea on fire and burn it. With the houses on whose roofs offerings have been made to bow, and drink offerings have been poured out to other gods to provoke me to anger. Lord, the children of Israel and the children of Judah have done nothing but evil in my sight. And from the children of Israel have done nothing but to provoke me to anger by the work of their hands, declares the Lord. The sea has aroused my anger and wrath from the day that it was built to this day, so that I will remove from my sight because of all the evil children and the children of Judah that they did to provoke me to anger. Their kings, their officials, their priests, and their prophets, the men of Judah, and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, they turned to me their back and not their face, and though I have taught them persistently, they have not listened to receive instruction. They served their abominations in the house that is called by my name. To fulfill it, they built the high places of Baal in the valley of the son of Hinnom, to offer with their sons and daughters of Moab. But I did not command them, nor did it enter into my mind that they should do this abomination, to cause Judah to sin. And therefore thus saith the Lord the God of Israel, concerning the sea which you say is given into the hand of the king of Babylon, by sword, by famine and pestilence. Behold, I will gather them from all the countries to which I have driven them in my anger and my wrath, and in great indignation. I will bring them back to this place, and I will make them dwell safely. And they shall be my people, and I will be their God. I will give them one heart, one way, that they may fear me forever, for their own good and the good of their children after them. And I will make them with the everlasting covenant, that I will not turn away from doing good to them. And I will put the fear of me in their hearts, and that they may not turn from me. I will rejoice in doing them good, and I will plant them in this land and faithfulness, with all my heart and all my soul. Thus says the Lord, just as I brought this great disaster upon the people, so I will bring upon them all the good that I promised them. People shall be brought in this land of which you are saying is a desolation without man or beast. It is given into hand of Chaldeans. The earth shall be brought for money, and deeds shall be signed and sealed and witnessed in the land of Benjamin, in the places about Jerusalem, in the cities of Judah, in the cities of the hill country, in the cities of the Shepherd, in the cities of Negev. For I will restore their fortune, declares the Lord. Proverbs 12. Whoever loves desolate loves not, he who hates reproof is stupid. Good men will change faith from the Lord, but a man of evil device he condemns. No is established by wickedness, but the root of the righteous will never be moved. An excellent life is the crown of the heart. She brings shame is like one the sin is best. What's the righteous are just, the counsel of the wicked be deceitful. What's the wicked lie away from the Lord, but the mouth of the upright loves them. Wicked are overthrown and are no more, but the house of the righteous will stand. A man is commended according to his good sense, but one just is despised. Better to be low than have a servant than to play the great man and lack pride. Whoever is righteous has regard for the life of his beast, with the mercy of the wicked is called. Whoever works his land will have plenty of bread, but he who follows work his pursuits lacks sense. Whoever is wicked confesses the score of evil hours, with the root of the righteous bears fruit. An evil man is ensnared by the transgression of his lips, but the righteous escapes from trouble. From the fruit of his mouth a man satisfies his good, and the work of man's hand comes back to him. Wherever fools right in his own, and a wise man listens to advice, the vexation of fools no one wants. But the prudence of laws and insult, whoever speaks the truth, and gives honest evidence. A false witness utters deceit. There's one who is rash words and like sword thirst. His tongue the wise brings healing, truthful lips endure forever, and lying tongue is but for a moment. Deceit is in the heart of those who put divides people, but those who plan ease have joy. And no ill befalls the righteous, but the wicked are filled with trouble. Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord. But those who are unfaithful rest in life. Prudent man conceals knowledge. The heart of fools proclaims folly, and the hand of the diligent will rule. The slothful will be put to forced labor. Anxiety in man's heart weighs him down. The good way makes him glad. One who is righteous is a guide to his neighbor, but the way of the wicked leads him astray. Whoever is slothful will not roast his game, but the diligent man will get precious wealth. In the path of righteousness is life, and in its pathway there is no death. Psalm 48. Great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised is the city of our God. His holy mountain, beautiful in elevation, is the joy of all the earth. The Mount Zion in the far north, the city of the great king. Within his citadels God has made himself known as a fortress. For behold, the kings assembled, they came on together. And as soon as they saw it, they were astounded. They were in panic, they took to flight. Trembling took hold of them, the anguish shows of a woman in labor. Where the east wind shattered their ships of Tarshish. As we have heard, so we have seen. In the city of the Lord has in the city of our God, which God will establish forever. His throne and your steadfast love over God. In the mystery of the temple as your neighboring God. So your praise reaches to the ends of the earth. Your right hand is filled with righteousness. Let Mount Zion be glad, and the daughters of Judah rejoice because you have got judgments. Walk about Zion, go around it, a number of towers. Consider what her ramparts go through the citadel. You may tell the next generation that this is God, our God forever and ever. He will guide us forever. Now understand, I should now do the Lord's Prayer. Please my head to Father in heaven. Hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. And give us our debts as if forgiven our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For yours is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. See you tomorrow. Bye.